We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitor sideline, the Dolphins head coach. His team playing well, off to a good start at 5-2. And on the other side, the Steelers head coach. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his third year in the league.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
That last run lost a yard, setting up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. That's out of the flat, and it's complete. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and they have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You watch the film from last week's game, and you come away saying, okay, he's probably one of their best players on the field, but you would never know it.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. He's trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one downfield, taken in by Higgins. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
First down. A gain of 22 yards.
On the carry, it's Achane. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, they need 7. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
It's clear from that third down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on fourth down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket on the defensive side of the field. Now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. The middle with Achane, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Now it's 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to be set up first and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. The Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins 7, Steelers 0.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down. From the 23, here's second down and 5. That one is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. As we are ready to get back underway. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, in Carolina, we had star linebackers. I mean, Luke Keith, Thomas Davis. The thing was, we relied on them in pass coverage every bit as much as we relied on our defensive backs. And it's clear to me this defense relies on him the exact same way. A corner or safety, I'm not sure if they could have even made a better play than he did there.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. H.N. will take this in for a Dolphins touchdown.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Extra point try, 4th time. His kick is good. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Steelers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Second down, 8 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It was comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
completion. It's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium, they've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
The Dolphins offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal he has enough. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That is caught, finding Higgins. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on 4th down.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Back to the air one more time. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Miami. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Loose inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one. First and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Steelers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A quick slant into the hands of Wallace. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Gray. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock is stopped with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Now, faking the give. As caught left side by Waddle. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you're going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Going right sideline and complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Steelers
14. 7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Third down and 3. Throwing now from the gun. That one out wide to Achane. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's a give to Achane. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Yards to go.
That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's H.N. A short kick down to the 7. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin, and as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's 3rd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
Good snap, good hold, good kick, and the Dolphins going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. His driver start on the ground. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the ground, the 1st down run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. If he got away with one here, it results in a big pickup. Get a fresh set of downs. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give on the ground, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That one is good. And the Steelers are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Now return coming from the 7th. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Devon Achad ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And made there by Waddle. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. Pretty curious decision there, Mike, to go quarterback sneak on 2nd down. It's typically something that we see on 3rd and 4th down. But in this case, the play caller wanted to convert this 1st down, don't leave anything to chance, and he's able to get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run out of the gun with Achad. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 23-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Right back to him on 1st down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And It'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kicking team off for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. They'll come out throwing here. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The former Nittany Lion, Chop Robinson, in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Going right, it's taken in, and he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain there of 27 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw caught by Judy on the outside.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
At the 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. That's caught by Miller. He's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Out of coverage. Excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They bring Judy in motion. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This one taken at the 7. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Here comes 2nd and 4. Turn and hand this one off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts, so just one kneel down, and then time to shake hands. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll air one out for Higgins. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one's decided. I'm sure they needed to take a timeout, but take with them. 2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here we go. One final play. He'll air one out for Higgins. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss.